All right, so we're here in the dashboard behind the scenes on our WordPress blog site. One thing that I want to point out that's really important that you need to do before we go any further is to make sure that you set up your profile correctly. From the dashboard, you can go down to the profile link over here in the left-hand menu. Go to Profile and My Profile. Once you go there, you'll see that you'll be taken to this My Public Profile page. This is your public profile. This is how your profile will appear on any WordPress site, not just the WordPress sites that we are using. So as you can see, it's already filled in your username. You can't really change your username, but you can change some other fields about you, and it's really important that you do this so we know who we're talking to. First thing is you're going to go ahead and you can fill in your first name. So if I were to put, my first name, Trisha. And then for your last name, please only include your last initial. That's really important for like internet privacy and such. Just go ahead, and you're all still minors, so just put in your last name as your last initial. You don't even need to bother filling in your full name. This part is also really important. I think sometimes we might choose usernames that aren't really familiar to us or to the rest of us. Like you might have some sort of username like, I don't know, Pink Puppy 23 or something like that. Well, I don't know who Pink Puppy 23 is, so you want to make sure you change this. And you want to change your display name to be your first name and your last initial. That's it. First name, last initial. And the reason that's important is because this is how your name is going to appear whenever we look to see who wrote a blog post. So if you go over here, for example, to my APLang website or blog site from last year, if I were to click, let's say, on this one, and you can see over here that this was written by Simran S. Okay, Simran S. That's how it appears. So you can look down here and you can see Peter B, Ellen B, Jonathan A. So it's really important that in your profile page that you make sure your display name, your public display name, is your first name and your last initial. And then you can just ignore all this other information. No need to add any more information than you need to, and then just click Update Profile. Now the other option that you can complete or you can do is to change your Gravatar image. So by default it's just like this little crazy, not really crazy, but this very standard boring actually picture. You can change this, feel free to. As you can see from last year, let me go scroll to the bottom. You can see that these are all the Gravatar images that my other students chose. In general, I would just highly suggest and really ask you to not pick something that is an actual picture of yourself. Go ahead and pick a minion if you want, as Nick C did, or you can go ahead and pick, something like a tennis racket, like Caroline did, or like a little penguin, like Selena did, whatever you want. But again, that's in this profile section. You can change your Gravatar. To change your Gravatar, you just click it. It'll take you to this site. It'll ask you to upload a new image for your Gravatar or use your webcam to take a snapshot of yourself. Do not do this one. Do not take a picture of yourself. Just upload a new image by Googling, finding it, and then changing it over here. All right, so then we'll be all set up from there.